hello, everyone. Thank you guys so much for joining me on One Scholarship a Day. Thank you so much for joining me on One Scholarship a Day for August 2nd. August 2nd. Oh man, this has been so many months that we've been doing this: May, June, July, and now we are in August. This is what? 4 months of One Scholarship a Day. Wow. I'm so proud of myself. It's not yet like the fourth month yet, but at least we are 19th. We'll make it like 4 months since I've been doing One Scholarship a Day. Alrighty, I know that there are so many things that y'all are busy with, so y'all know I like to keep One Scholarship a Day short and sweet. So I'm going to get right into it. Hello Ruth, welcome. Hello Jay, welcome. Hello Mwazam, welcome. Hello Kamakela, welcome. And on Instagram, hello May33 May _100, welcome. Hello Kwekut, welcome. Thank you guys so much for joining me on One Scholarship a Day for, what's the date of today? For August 2nd. August 2nd. Thank you so much for joining me on One Scholarship a Day for August 2nd, 2021. Alrighty, so I'll just start with my intro as usual. My name is Sylvie and I am the founder of learnhowtogetascholarship.com. Learnhowtogetascholarship.com is a website where we curate scholarships for international students and we prepare you all to apply for scholarships. We do that through group classes, through one-on-one classes, and through standalone services. So if you're thinking about applying for scholarships, you do not know how to go about it, definitely go to the website, learnhowtogetascholarship.com. You can book to join either a group class or a one-on-one class, and we are going to work with you. I actually did a video recently on my YouTube channel, so you all know I have a YouTube channel, which is top 2 fully funded scholarships to the USA. Top 2 fully funded scholarships to the USA. So we are also going to talk a bit about that particular those scholarships, those fully funded scholarships to the USA. We are going to talk a bit about it. That is after we've gotten through One Scholarship a Day. So if you all are not subscribed to the YouTube channel, definitely go ahead and subscribe so that you all can check those videos out. The links to it are in my Instagram bio, so definitely go check it out there. And here on Clubhouse, this conversation is brought to you by the Study Abroad Club. So if you're new here, please do well to click that house above my head and go follow the club, and I'm going to invite you all to be members. Alrighty, today is August 2nd and we are going to be talking about One Scholarship a Day. I'm so excited about this particular scholarship. Why? Because I actually interviewed the director of the foundation that offers this scholarships, the director that works in their office in Senegal. I interviewed her a couple of months ago, sometime in I think it was like last year November. I interviewed her. So if you go to my YouTube channel, you're actually going to see a video where I interviewed the director of this scholarship that we are going to be talking about today. And it's an amazing scholarship. And for all of those that are in here, if you're not African, alrighty, I am so sorry, because this particular scholarship is definitely focused only on Africans. So it's called the Ashinaga Africa Initiative Leadership Program, and they've launched the one for 2022. It's called the Ashinaga Africa Initiative Leadership Program. For I saw many people who were not Africans. They left their room on Clubhouse. It's okay. It's called the Ashinaga Africa Initiative Leadership Program 2022 for international for Africans who are thinking about going to study abroad. It's a fully funded scholarship, you guys. It's fully funded. And the way the scholarship works is, this is because I've spoken to the director. I have some insights about the scholarship. Students get to go to there is the program for English speaking Africa, as it is considered, and then there's also the program for Lusophone Africa, and then there's a program for French Africa. So the countries are divided into those blocks. So the deadline to apply for this scholarship is actually January 28, 2021. This is like for the first round of applicants. January 28, 2022. January 28, 2022. That is what the deadline for the scholarship is. Let me just check to be sure. Yes, it's Friday, January 28, 2022. That is the deadline for this particular scholarship. So I'm just going to read a bit about this particular scholarship, and y'all definitely go ahead and check it out. So this let's just get to the eligibility. It's fully funded, so you all already know what that means. Everything else is taken care of, money and everything. But one of the things that is very specific to this scholarship is the eligibility criteria. So this is actually a scholarship for Africans who have lost either one or both of their parents. So if you're going to be applying for this scholarship, you need to have lost either one or both of your parents in order to be eligible to apply for it. You needed to, of course, to have completed your secondary school, because that is what qualifies you to be able to go to to do your undergraduate, right? You need to be proficient in English. You need to be born after 1st of September 1999. And then they say you need to be regularly ranked as like in the top 1% of your class. Okay, you need to be committed to actually return home after your studies, because the main idea of this program is to take young Africans and go train them in different parts of the world, and then let them go back to their countries in order to solve certain problems within their communities. That is the goal of this particular scholarship. So it says that you should not have any dependents that can interfere with your academic progress. And of course, it makes sense because this is a scholarship at the undergraduate level. So this is like high school students who have just graduated and they're thinking about going to study abroad. And you need to have a good enough health condition to be able to study abroad. You need to have a good enough health condition to be able to study abroad. So the application process for this scholarship is kind of a bit different, because they actually make room for students who are not able to like apply online. There is a way where you can apply by post, send the documents to their office. I think it's in Uganda, either in Uganda or in Senegal. I think it is Uganda. So you can get to apply either through that place online. Let's just look at the application registration. It says all applicants must first confirm their eligibility by registering for the program. So it's like a two-step process to applying for this scholarship. The first thing is you confirm that you're eligible for the program. So that's the first step to apply for it. And then when they will judge and see that you are eligible, that is when they will actually even send you the application form. So you need to already fill up something where they will check out your eligibility. And then if they see that, that's like their first step, that's their first filtering step, that's their first step towards picking candidates. So that first step, they see who is eligible and who isn't. Then they eliminate from there. And then after that, when you are eligible, that is when they are going to send you an application form. And then it says, please know that by applying for the Ashinaga Africa Initiative, it's a long process, and you're not actually going to receive the results till May 2022, which is okay, because the deadline for the scholarship to apply for the scholarship is January 2022. That is the deadline for the application. So putting the deadline at May 2022, that's not a lot. That's okay. And of course, just as I said, there are two steps to applying for this scholarship. There's the eligibility, and then when they see that you are eligible, that is when you are going to be given like the main application form to apply for the scholarship. So for those that are 2022 candidates, of course, you needed to have lost one or both of your parents and all of those things, because this scholarship actually targets those that are like the founder of the scholarship. Some Japanese person lost his, I think it was like both of his parents, so he decided to create like a foundation to take care of students and things like that. So there are certain countries that are in this first round of applications. There are certain countries that are accepted. This is like a long list. I'm not going to go through the list of countries. This is like a lot of countries. But the main thing to note is that this is a scholarship for Africans. This is a scholarship for Africans. So if you are an African, you've lost one or both of your parents, and you are an undergraduate student thinking about applying for a scholarship towards your undergraduate program, you can definitely apply for this Ashinaga Africa Initiative leadership program. And the process, you apply first to check your eligibility, and then after applying to check your eligibility, you now apply to the scholarship. Alrighty, so there are different ways to apply for it. Y'all can go read that out and just check it out. I have two videos on my YouTube channel. One, when I interviewed the director of Ashinaga Senegal, and I asked her about what are her tips that she's going to share with students who are applying for the Ashinaga scholarship. And I also give you like a step-by-step application process for the Ashinaga Africa Initiative. I did this video, I think some months ago, so y'all should definitely go check it out if you are going to be applying for, or if you're a friend, a brother, a sister, someone that you know is going to be applying for the scholarship. Let them check first the video where the the director talks about like tips on what students should look for when they apply, and also the video that I talk about like the step-by-step application process for the Ashinaga Africa Initiative. It is fully funded. They are going to go to Uganda or to Senegal for a period of time, and after that they spread them out in different parts of the world. You'll find Ashinaga scholars in the US, in the UK, in Japan, in Australia. You'll find them in different parts of the world. That is because when they go to Uganda or Senegal, during that period, they prepare them to apply for those particular universities. So that is the first step of the program. You all go there, you all have some kind of that's why they call it a leadership program. That's what the director said. They call it a leadership program because it's not just about sponsoring your studies. They actually get to prepare you for life as a whole, life living abroad. What are the things you should watch out for and everything. That's why they call it a leadership program. So y'all definitely go check it out, the Ashinaga Africa Initiative. It is for Africans. So if you are an African, you have a friend, a brother, a sister, a younger one, or someone that you just know that has lost any of their parents, a mom or a dad, please tell them about the scholarship and let them go apply for it. Alrighty, so that was our scholarship for today, August 2nd. That is the Ashinaga Africa Initiative Leadership Program. And as usual, when I talk on different scholarship stages, I say bring a pen and a paper. But on one scholarship a day, you do not have to, because I'm going to tweet out the link to the scholarship. I am going to tweet out the link to the scholarship. I am going to tweet it out. So if you do not follow me on Instagram, on Twitter, definitely first go follow me on Twitter, because that is where you're going to find the link to the scholarship. And then I'm going to take a screenshot of the official page of the scholarship, and I'm going to put it in my Instagram stories. So if you do not follow me on Instagram, make sure you go follow me on Instagram, and also follow me on Twitter, because that is where you are going to find the link to the scholarship, you guys. And this is August. I started doing this in May. So if you check my Twitter feed, my Twitter feed is a great resource. If you just scroll through my Twitter feed, all you will see is like links to scholarship. So my Twitter feed is definitely a great resource. If you just want a quick way to get to like what are the scholarships that are available, my Twitter feed is definitely a great resource for you to just check it out. And of course, I'm going to be putting the links to the official page of the scholarship, the screenshot, in my Instagram stories. So I hope that you all follow me. Make sure you compare the picture that you will find in the Instagram stories to the link that you click on Twitter, to be sure that we all are on the same page, that the scholarship I'm talking about is the same scholarship you're at. Okay. Alrighty, while I tweet it out, I don't know, my computer has been giving me problems today. Anywho, while I tweet it out, for those on Clubhouse, does anyone have any question? Is everyone okay? Are you all applying for scholarships? Do you all have any questions? Those that are on Instagram, does anyone have a question? If you have a question on Instagram, put it in the comments section, and I am going to answer your questions. And for those that are on Clubhouse, if you have a question, please feel free to raise your hand, come up on stage, and let us chit-chat a bit. Or if you just want to share some resources with us, please feel free to raise your hand and come up on stage, and we can share those resources. What scholarships are you all applying for? Is everyone good? Alrighty, why? Okay. I'm going to tweet it out. And while I tweet it out, I'm just going to also take this time to talk about the top 2 fully funded scholarships to the USA, just as the title says. Yes, I did a video on Saturday. I posted it on my YouTube channel about the top 2 fully funded scholarships for international students to the USA. And these scholarships are actually, one is a scholarship for professionals, and the other one is a scholarship for like PhD students. Like if you've had a PhD and you're thinking about going for like a postdoc, you can definitely check out those particular scholarships. And the other one is actually for professionals. Let's say you've been working for some time and you're looking to like continue like do some kind of development in your field. And what this scholarship provides for you is that they help you go for like further studies, like not necessarily further studies, but further studies as well as some kind of a training in the US. So if you're thinking about the US as a place where you want to go do some kind of professional development there, you can definitely check out the scholarship. It's actually called the Hubert Humphrey Fellowship for international, no, the Hubert Humphrey Fellowship Program. So they take like professionals from different parts of the world and they take them to the States and they do some kind of a training. Y'all are going to be like registered in different universities. They have like so many universities that are part of the program. So if you're a worker, most times we always talk about like, oh, if a scholarship is for you or if it's not for you. And some people always worry about their age when they are applying for different scholarships, because it's like, oh, I don't know if my age is going to kick me out from being able to apply, right? So but with this particular scholarships, you really do not have to worry about your age. Why you don't have to worry about your age? Because it is a scholarship for professionals from different parts of the world to go do some development in the States. So age really doesn't matter. What matters most is like your achievements at work, and if you're within the timeline of the application. They have several universities. I actually do a breakdown of the scholarship on the YouTube video, so definitely go check it out. And then the other scholarship that I talk about in this top 2 fully funded scholarships video to the States is what is the other one called? Oh man, now I forget. The other one is the, let me check. Give me a moment. Why am I forgetting that? I have to check my notes. Let me see. Just give me a moment, you guys. The second one that I talk about, oh yeah, it's the Harvard University program. So this is actually a scholarship for PhD students who are thinking about going to do like a postdoc at Harvard. The good thing with this scholarship is that maybe you may have not graduated your PhD yet, they let you in. The only difference is that if you're still a PhD student, you're just going to be given $30,000 annually. But when you become, like when you have your PhD and then you're going towards it for your postdoc, then they boost it up to like 70,000 US dollars per annually for that particular scholarship while you do your program at Harvard University. So you all should check it out if you are someone who is like in that scholarly route, you're doing your PhD or you're still like starting, you're either still doing your PhD or you are just a recent PhD graduate. Definitely check out that particular scholarship. Or if you're a professional and you want to go do some professional development, definitely check it out. I do the breakdown of it in the YouTube video, so definitely go check out the YouTube video, you guys. Go check it out, and if it's something that you qualify for it, apply. The deadlines are what? October. The deadlines are in October, so you still kind of have some time if you're going to be applying for it. So go check it out, you guys. Penna on Instagram says, how should your grades be? Because I'm doing my last year in grade 12. Grades are always going to be extremely important, you guys. Grades are always going to be extremely important. That is how you get your foot in the door, because most of the scholarships, they always ask for how academic achievements. Just this scholarship that we are talking about, our one scholarship for today, the Ashinaga Africa Initiative. One thing that they mentioned there is you should be in the top 10% of your class. What that is telling you is that grades matter. Yes, the grades really matter, you guys. Like, regardless of whatever, don't believe the hype. Yes, there are scholarships that you can go through even when you have a low GPA, but if you are still in school, I'll definitely advise you stick to those 80s and 90s. Stick to the 3.5s and above on a scale of 4. If you are on a scale of 5, stick to the 4.5s on a scale of 5, you guys, because at the end of the day, grades still matter. Grades really matter. So if you're still in school, pen, take this time to make sure you push those grades to go as up as possible, because when you have those good grades, there's a good chance that you are going to get a fully funded scholarship, because that's like the first thing that all scholarships ask for. That is the first thing all of them ask for. This Ashinaga Africa Initiative, they are asking for good grades, and all the other scholarships, they are asking for good grades. So unless you are going to have to lean towards scholarships for professionals, and sometimes many people who are applying for scholarships do not even have those years of experience, right? Sometimes people do not even have those years of experience that they are asking for. So if you lean towards those, if you lean more towards like a professionals thing, okay, cool, good for you. But if you don't, your grades really matter, you guys. If you are in school, please do what to get those grades up as much as possible. All right, Julie on Instagram asks, hello, I'm Julie, a bachelor graduate. I'd like to inquire, is there a fully funded scholarship for a master's in Europe? I got this website, but after applying, they asked for a deposit. Okay, I just read just half of your message, Julie, so I didn't read it all. That's all that it's able to show here on Instagram. But let me see. Are there fully funded scholarships to Europe? Yes, 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 yes. The first place that I'm going to direct you, as I've been directing everybody today, you guys, my Twitter feed is a great ton of resource. I started doing one scholarship a day in May. So if you just scroll through my Twitter feed, you're going to see tons of scholarships with the links there. You're going to see scholarships to the US. You're going to see scholarships to different parts of Europe. And let me just see if I can look through my notes to see what scholarships are to Europe. So you have on July 30th, we did the British Chevening scholarships. That's a fully funded scholarship for international students to the UK. So you can check that out. And then you have the Transform Together scholarships at Sheffield University, also to the UK. That particular scholarship, it's based on like your need. So you need to show how much your family can provide, and they're going to give you the remaining source of funding that is required for your studies. And then we did the program in Germany. They have a program in Germany for international students, so you can definitely check that out. And then there is the early bird scholarships for international students in Finland. So those are scholarships in Europe that you can check it out, Julie. So I'm definitely going to advise you. The first resource, check my Twitter feed. You're going to see tons of just scroll through my Twitter feed. You're going to see tons of scholarships there. Okay, someone on Clubhouse raised their hand. I'm going to bring them up on stage. So Julie, the first thing I'll say, check my Twitter feed, scroll through, you're going to see tons of resources there. Secondly, go to the YouTube channel. There is a series there on YouTube called Top 10 Fully Funded Scholarships for International Students in 2021 that you can apply to right now. Binge watch that series. And when you start finding scholarships that are, to Europe, take down those notes. Make notes of those scholarships that are to Europe. And then when you start making those notes, you can now start doing the research about the scholarships. Then you start sort through which ones are for you and which ones are not for you. Because not all scholarships will be for you. There are some that you're not eligible for them. And that is okay too. If you're not eligible for them, leave it and move to the next one, right? Leave it, move to the next one. Keep making that list to see all the scholarships that are for you in Europe. And then when you make that list, if you get through that entire series, you should have at least 15 fully funded scholarships that you can apply for. And then when you finish making the list, check the eligibility, come up with an application timeline, and then see how you are going to be applying for them. What documents do they need? Go through the process, check through back and forth, and then make sure that you get all the application documents and you start applying for the scholarships. So go check out the YouTube channel. 2, check out my Twitter feed. I hope you follow me on Twitter. And thirdly, I have a Substack newsletter. So if you go to the website learnhowtogetascholarship.com, there is a place that says never miss a scholarship, and then you're going to see a Substack newsletter there. Just tap on it, go and read the previous newsletters. There's a place where I have like list of scholarships. Go check that out, and that is going to help you, okay? Alrighty, with that said, we have Kamakela on stage. Hello, welcome. Do you have a question to ask or you have a resource to share with us?
Hi, Stevie. How are you?
I'm doing well.
Good, thank you. Thank you for taking time to share this information. But I think I just wanted to find out which one, based on your experience, is more important. Is it the university ranking or is it the supervisor that is important? For example, when you are selecting your PhD course, would you rather look at the university ranking or the supervisor? Which one is more important based on your experience? Thank you.
Oh man, that's a good question. When you're thinking about a PhD program, what matters most? Is it the university ranking or is it the supervisor that you choose? That's a good question. Which one will I say is really most important? Will I really say one is more important than the other? I will not really. University rankings are there, and the strength of the supervisor, all of those things matter. But what I really think matters most, Kamakela, is your research topic, your research interest, what you bring to the field of studies that you are studying, like what you are contributing to that field of studies. I think that is extremely important. I don't know if you've read Malcolm Gladwell's book. Malcolm Gladwell has a book where he talks about I've forgotten the title of this book. He talks about how when students are thinking about choosing universities, there is a huge group of students that think about, okay, they want to go to Harvard and all of those things. And he does the math of, if you are going to go to a university where you are part of the top 10% or the top 5% of that university, versus going to a very famous posh university where you're going to be in the bottom 10%, which one does it make sense for us to go to? And he concludes that it makes more sense for you to go to the one where it's not like the highest class university, but because you're a really good student, you are going to be in that top percentile, right? You'll be in that top percentile. So for example, this scholarship that we are talking about today, they say that you need to be in the top 10%. So if you go to a university that is not too competitive, of course don't go to any crazy university, but if it's not too competitive and you're like in the top 10%, it gives you a better chance. But he concludes that yes, that is the math of it, but as human beings, because of how society is structured and because of how we are built, we are still going to choose to go to those top universities, even if the competition is higher, and even if we are going to be in the 10th percentile, right? That is the conclusion that Malcolm Gladwell makes in that analysis of his. So I don't know if I'm going to pick one or the other. What I'll say is, for me, I think that it's really the strength of you as a student. How much do you take that particular study important? Are you going to be this student who is extremely active while you do your PhD? You attend as many conferences as possible. You publish as many papers as possible. You reach out and network with many people within your environment. You work as hard as possible. Whatever it is that you bring to the table as a student, you can be in whatever university and you're still going to be able to make it if you can stand out. Sometimes some professors can be, of course, of help, but the thing is, your professor, yes, of course, in some universities, for example, in my university, those top professors, yeah, they have certain advantages, but I still feel that the strength of what you as a student bring, it's more important than maybe the ranking or the professor. That's actually what I think.
Okay, I think it makes sense because I have a scholarship for my PhD from an African countries. I'm just asking this because I feel like my friends are like, why are you going to African countries? Why are you not going to Europe? But I think the perception currently with the millennials or academic is they want to go to Europe because I think that's where the life perhaps is, or that's where like contemporary issues are happening. But I think like we tend to neglect African countries. I just felt like perhaps if I could go to an African countries, go to Europe, I actually felt like I'm probably disadvantaging myself. But I think your explanation makes sense. Yeah, thank you so much, CV.
Thank you so much, Kamakela, for contributing that. And also, you have to think of the fact that sometimes study abroad is not necessarily it's not all. Of course, people want to study, people want to get their studies funded, but some people are looking at what will I do after studies. So there's a lot of study destinations are really chosen a lot based off of like what happens after the study is done, what are the work opportunities after. So sometimes people also pick those destinations because they are looking at life after studies. You want to work in a particular country, you want to like travel to different places and work there. So sometimes that also factors in. Okay, but thank you so much for coming and sharing that with us. Alrighty, I had not yet tweeted out the link to the scholarship leadership program. I was busy answering questions and I didn't tweet it out. Alrighty, you guys, I am tweeting it out right now. Those that followed me on Twitter, I'm sure you all are asking, but where is the link though? I'm so sorry, you guys. I am so sorry. I got caught up in the question and answering, which I love, and then I forgot to tweet out the link. Yes, Ashinaga is out. It's out. It's out. I'm actually excited for this scholarship, you guys. Please, if you have anybody who has lost a brother, a parent, a sibling, please if you have anybody that has lost like their parents and orphan, if you have any connections to any orphanages and they have like some smart children there, please listen. I don't always beg you all many times to spread scholarships, but please, the Ashinaga Scholarship is a program for children who have lost their parent, either one parent or both parents. And life is hard when you've lost either your parent, because I know that life is not easy when you have lost a parent. Please, if you know anybody who has lost their parent, please tell them about the scholarship. If you have any connections to any orphanages in your hometown, in your local community, please tell them about this particular scholarship. If they have some kids that have finished high school and are thinking about university, please tell them about this scholarship and let them go apply for it. Okay, I hope that you guys can be good ambassadors for spreading this information for orphans out there. And yes, y'all tell many people. I'm going to see you all tomorrow. I hope this was helpful. Remember, our scholarship for today, August 2nd, was the Ashinaga Africa Initiative, a leadership program for African students to different parts of the world. So I'm going to wrap it up. Thank you guys so much for joining me. My name is Sylvie, and I am the founder of learnhowtogetthescholarship.com, which is a website where we create scholarships for international students, and we prepare students to apply for scholarships in different parts of the world. We do that through group classes, through one-on-one classes, and through stand-alone services. So if you are an international, or you want to be an international student, if you are looking for a scholarship in different parts of the world, definitely go to the website. You can choose to join a class, either a group class or a one-on-one class, and we are going to work with you to help you from the start till the end of the process. And also, I have a YouTube channel, you guys, where I talk about different scholarships. So top 2 fully funded scholarships to the US, you can find that video there. And I'm going to I've tweeted out a link to this scholarship, but I'm also going to put it in, I'm going to take a screenshot of the scholarship and I'll put it in my Instagram stories. So if you don't follow me on Instagram, please do well to go follow me on Instagram, so you can compare the picture in my stories with the link that you are going to be seeing on Twitter. So make sure you compare that to be sure that you are on the right website. On Clubhouse, this conversation is brought to you by the Study Abroad Club. So click the tiny house above my head. Go and follow the club, and I'm going to invite you all to be members. This little club is growing, and I'm so proud of all of you. Thank you guys so much for being here. I'm going to see you all tomorrow on One Scholarship a Day. Bye, everybody. Goodbye.